The Global State of Quality 2 research report is a collaboration between ASQ and APQC and represents more than 1,600 survey responses from organizations around the world. Lars Sorqvist, Vice President of the International Academy for Quality and Global State of Quality Research Advisory Committee member, discussed report findings with ASQ TV, beginning with his thoughts on knowledge management and quality.
We see all about the aging population today and so on, and things goes quickly. And there is a huge risk that there will be a drop in knowledge soon. And I see two major solutions to this. One is to try to take over the ownership of knowledge in the organization. And here we have one of the major reasons for having a good management system, to have well-described processes and so on. Instead of getting the knowledge in the head of the people, we bring it into clear procedures, working instructions and so on. So we take over the ownership of knowledge. The other is, of course, to spend more efforts on training and to be better on really finding out what need of knowledge do we have in an organization, and deliver this in a professional and good way in the organization.
While knowledge and training is essential for your organization, you need to consider your suppliers as well.
We have a general trend in companies to move more and more of the value created to suppliers. Today, for instance, in automotive industry, I know from Volvo, for example, that I work close to in Sweden, that around 70% of the value created is coming from suppliers. And in my word, that also means that 70% of the quality affecting factors and the bad quality and so came from suppliers too. And of course, if we should succeed in the future, and if we should continue in this way with outsourcing things and so on, of course we have to keep up a high level on those suppliers too. And some of them maybe are big enough for doing their own training program and take responsibility for those things. But many of them are smaller organizations, they don't have the knowledge, and in that case, their customer, the main company, has to take a responsibility for train the suppliers.
While a lack of supplier quality can have a negative organization-wide impact, a positive side of the report is that fewer respondents are viewing quality from a compliance-only standpoint, suggesting an effort to broaden the view of quality.
What will happen now? What kind of discussion will start based on this study? How do we take care of the results? How do we boost our learning and development and so on? Because it's a lot to learn from this study, especially if we compare the world-class companies with the average companies here, and all the time we could see many areas that we have a lot to do. Really hope that people take time and read it very carefully, and I think it's also very important to discuss it, maybe do workshop around some of those results within the company and so on, because there are so many interesting things here.